So the media was all over the events in Ferguson and Baltimore, but there wasn't much coverage over last weekend's march. Well, I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's simple. It's obvious. You know, they want to show us when they can depict us as animals and criminals and quote unquote thugs, but they don't want to show us unified. You know, that's simple as that. You know, and it's sad. It's sad that we have black entertainment television that won't cover that, but you'll show the 20th anniversary of the O.J. Simpson trial, but you're not gonna show the 20th anniversary of the Million Man March.
Yeah.
You don't even have a reporter there. Forget the fact that you didn't record the whole thing, because that's what blacks should be able to go. Like, oh, we know the Million Man March gonna be on BET. Like, we automatically assume that. But when you don't even have a coverage, you don't have somebody out there saying this was getting an interview from nobody that was there, like that's disrespect. I mean, like, why should we support somebody that doesn't support us but wants to capitalize off of us, but don't support us in our darkest hours? But when Ferguson was out there, y'all wanted to be quick to say, oh, look, they looting, they rioting, y'all want to show people doing that. Y'all want to show the ratchet side of us, but you don't want to show the unified and the calm side of us when we just at peace. You know, it's just propaganda. It's coonery, if you ask me.
The theme of this year's march was justice or else. Do you see a breaking point happening where the black community will eventually start taking matters into their own hands?
I mean, of course. That's what the whole march is about. You know, it was saying the minister came up with the fact that we have to attack, you know, the government. We have to attack them financially. That's the only thing they respect. You know, so when you start supporting these corporations and you start giving us our own financial stability, and we're able to make decisions because we are financially stable, then we can be in a better place. You know, of course it's gonna come. It's, you know, situations like what happened in Ferguson, situations like what happened in Baltimore. Like, it ain't with so much that you can just beat and kill and hurt people without there being some type of consequence. Like, that's human nature. Human nature. If you the smallest animal or anything that you trap and their life is threatened, then they're gonna fight back. You know, so we hoping that it doesn't get to that. Hopefully, you know, when we start banning Black Friday and we're not shopping and we're not watching BET because they're not, like, when we start, these corporations are hurt, then they start respecting us and they start moving in accordance to where there's justice for us. And I mean, if not, then whatever else comes from that, that's something that you personally asked for.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's only a matter of time. But you mentioned, like, the march not being promoted and seen on, like, a lot of television platforms and stuff, but many have, like, embraced the social media part of, like, activism, and then also people like T.I. have also criticized people talking about, you know, the recent events that have been going on in the black community. I mean, what's your opinion on the media's use on social issues?
I mean, the media is the media, and you can't hold all media accountable for how they portray social media, because all of them don't have the same accountability. You know, it's like when you go to some sites, you go to be entertained. You know, and when you go to some sites, you go for news, and you know the news is going to be geared towards a certain genre of people, a certain culture. So you understand that. But when we go to our news, then it should be able to depict us in the manner it should be depicted. You know, and that's what the problem is. It's like there's no balance. There's no balance in it. Like, we already know that, okay, Fox 5 is gonna make us look like crazies, you know, that's what they always do. But we should be able to have news that people that are close to us that can be able to depict okay, well, they felt like this, and this is why this is happening. You know, not just calling us animals because you don't understand the circumstances, because you've never been in those same circumstances. So of course, when you just look at something from one side or have no knowledge of the interior issues, then of course it's going to be depicted like that. So I don't blame all media. I just blame the fact that we don't have our own media that depicts us and is able to tell our stories and be able to, you know, give our stories and give our point of view, so we don't just look crazy all the time.
They got pressed by Tax G, big homie. Like, yo, we don't like that video. We don't like something that Dice made towards my mans. He shouldn't have said nothing. It's either P Dice or it's all of y'all. Like, we want problems. And as long as he's in y'all squad, we want problems with y'all. WAP said, all right, he gotta go.
Fredro Starr won by default. Keith Murray defeated himself. And I'm up for a rematch right now, anytime. And anybody who think they want to challenge Keith Murray, I'm open for that challenge too.